Well, did you know Pop a long time before you got married?
Oh, I knew Pop a long time. Jim knew him before I did. He lived in Granite there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then he knew, well, he went with the other sister. Not me, but Elsie.
Uh-huh. Who? Uncle Jim did?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
They all went to the dances over to the Woodside. But then they had Ed Brides. He was the older one. And he was a regular, ugh. But he was just sport rotten, that's all. He was good looking. But then he reminds me of...
Oh. Well, so how old were you when you got married?
I've had my license a long time when I got married. How old was I? 18,
Were you like,
19?
yeah, that's what I was
Somewhere around
thinking.
I don't remember how old I was.
So tell us about your wedding.
Well, we didn't have a wedding. We just went up Westminster and got married, that's all.
Oh, really? Who was there?
Huh?
Who went with you?
Just him and I.
Oh, really? Oh, so you eloped?
No, we just went. I don't know. There was a whole lot of commotion going on, and, you know, it takes a lot of money to have a wedding.
Mm-hmm.
And Riddle was having a wedding. So if I wouldn't get married, there wasn't a lot of money left over for me, so I just went and got high.
So did she get married before you did? Or about the same time?
Just about. She got married like in early summer, and I got married later.
So when did you get married?
Now, you know how crazy I am. It's around in the early spring, early summer somehow.
I think I'm trying to,
August.
Well, your birthday is the 24th of August, and Papa's was 22nd, and he was born in what, 1913? He was
born 1 year.
after you. So he was a year younger than you, right?
Yeah, a year younger. Not 2 years, but just a year.
Just about. What was his full name?
Oh boy, Leonard Thornton Pop. If you think he run a colored man down the street tonight. But that was the Ellicott City Undertaker at that time.
Oh, really?
And
That was his
Miss
name?
Potts, she named them all after preachers or undertakers or somebody.
Oh, that's funny.
Leonard Thornton Potts. And Charles never could talk plain when he was little. He used to say fart.
Oh. So how many people were in his family, in Pop's family?
Oh, they had 3. What's the 8 of them?
I don't know. There were quite a few.
Yeah.
How many
Now
girls?
they had, now you see, that's the difference. We had a happy life. You know, when we went out in the yard to play, you know, if it was time to come in the evening and, you know, like 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock, it wasn't dinner time, you could bet Mom would have you a sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they didn't even have the supper. She never fooled with them. She never fixed the dinner, never took care of them, never had Christmas for them or nothing like that. And that to me is a terrible, terrible
Well, what was his father like?
Well, you shouldn't ask me that.
Oh, okay, I won't.
Because I can't answer it honestly.
Oh.
I'm partial on that one.
Oh, okay.
Because he was a handsome man. His hair was snow white. He was real. And he had played in the band at the Ellicott City Church and all that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that he couldn't have done better, but he had something to live with. Now, I'm telling you, she was a bitch. Is that going on record?
Yeah.
Oh.
On record.
No, you should have turned it off that day.
We'll censor it later.
Woo!
Well, what about Pop's sisters and brothers? How were they?
Well, they all had good jobs, and they all worked. And Billy Potts, he worked, and he's still the only one living now. And he's from Pat reminds me so much of Billy Potts. He was perfectly relaxed. He didn't fight, he didn't argue, he didn't sass nobody enough. The others was kind of, I mean, tell you, they'd tackle a bear rolling enough.
Well, Pop didn't seem to be like that.
What?
You know, kind of wild and...
Well, that's what I said.
Yeah, but I mean, he wasn't like that, right? Pop
No,
wasn't.
but Uncle Roland,
Uh-huh.
and there's one of them war in there. But they would fight, and they would get to fighting with their father. Well, my brothers would no more hit the father than they would hit me. I don't know what that was. I got the shotgun there. He shot him, I'm sure. No, I mean that. They would have known that. That would be the expectancy thing. You don't hit nobody.
Mm-hmm.
You don't fight in the house anyway, no matter who you're fighting with.
Yep, that's right.
But of course, you never had to put up with them days, what you got today.
Well, when you got married, where did you live? Right after you got married?
Well, that was, what was it? July the 25th, 24th, somewhere like that.
Yeah, I think
And then by the time, 1st of September, we had moved into the city.
Oh,
On
really?
McKean Avenue. We lived there for quite a long time.
So did you live at your mother's house until you moved into the city?
We got stuff together and moved in. At that time, it's a complicated affair. Len used to always drive Pop's stuff to the market for it.
Oh.
And at that particular time, everything was going to the market, the potatoes and tomatoes and stuff like that. And he worked during the day. And time he took it in and come back, and then Labor Day was when Jew Holly. That was when we moved. Excuse me, I didn't mean that as a slur or anything.
What was that?
The Jewish holiday, but that was a great day in our day. That was worse than Christmas. We would both be off from work, and we always had a big holiday.
Well, I guess
That's okay.
Huh?
That's okay. That's good.
Well, what year did you get married? Do you remember?
Oh, Lord.
How
old?
Mom was born in 36.
36.
Right.
It must have been like 34.
Well, that was
It was the hottest summer.
really.
Oh, Lord. And it wasn't air conditioned everywhere you went in. We got married in Westminster.
No. At just a justice of the peace or at a church?
No, it was a crippled preacher.
Mm-hmm.
He had club feet.
Mm-hmm.
And then Mary Mac went right back next year, and they got married with the same man in the same church.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Did you know him?
We didn't know him, but he just come on nice, if you know what I mean.
Uh-huh.
You know, them days, you couldn't get married like you do in the Catholic Church. You had to have a whole lot to do to get married in the Catholic Church.
You still do.
Not like you did then.
Well, it's complicated nowadays.
Well, I imagine it'll get worse.
Probably.
Because
So did you start working?
I had been working. I had been, I don't remember when I went to work, but I had been working for the millinery business for a long time. And when that woman called me the other day and she said, I know you from work. I said, lady, I've worked all my life. And she didn't know who she was talking to.
Oh.
She finally, but I got that same call last year.
Oh.
I'm waiting to see if I got it next year.
Oh.
She's a colored lady. And at that time, there wasn't any colored people in the millinery business.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But
So you worked in downtown Baltimore?
I worked at Hanover and Fayette Street. That's where, up on the 5th floor, somewhere up in there. But it was nice there. I could park my car on the front street all day long.
Oh, so you had a car too?
Oh, my father got me my car when I graduated from high school.
Oh.
A convertible, no less.
My goodness. Yeah, what kind of car was it?
Chevrolet.
Was it?
Oh, he liked the Ford, but I don't know, when he already bought something, he bought a Chevy.
So what year did you graduate? What does it say?
I can remember.
1931?
Huh?
Does that sound right? 1931?
31.
So you got a 1931 Chevy?
No,
huh?
it wasn't 31, it was 29.
Oh, 29. Oh. And a convertible.
Convertible. What color? Black?
Gray with a black top, red wheels.
Wow.
It was the best car. We never spent a nickel on it. You know what I mean? Today you gotta rebuild them every week.
I know.
And we rode it from Clarksville to Ellicott City every day. I mean to Baltimore City every day. Of course, he didn't let nobody else touch it but him and I.
Oh. So Pop didn't have a car. You didn't have two cars.
Poor
just at home.
Pop, he never had nothing. His mother was one of these people. I don't know what, people like that, they shouldn't have children.
Mm. Well, so, well, where did Pop work when you first got married? He was working for
He
your
worked
father?
at the Five Quarter Farm, over there at the farm.
Uh-huh.
Well, Charlie was the boss there. And of course, Charlie and Lynn were always buddies.
Mm-hmm.
And he was kind of like an assistant foreman of job, one thing or another. And he did real good, and he liked it, and the people liked him.
Well, what did he actually do? Did he drive a truck, or did he,
Oh, no, he didn't drive no truck.
No.
I don't know, oversee the men, somehow or another. He'd go to here today and there tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
because Mary's boy was there, and he resented it.
No.
And he set my car on fire.
Oh. Oh my goodness.
Oh, them people were treacherous.
So, and then you, did you live in an apartment or in a house when you first?
When we went to housekeeping, we lived in an apartment.
Uh-huh.
Is this in Baltimore or still out?
In Baltimore.
Yeah. What was the city like?
At that time, what you know, you talk about people stealing. I remember Good Friday, we moved in the summertime, this is the next spring. Somebody broke in and stole the codfish cakes and all that. I had made supper and left it in the icebox, and when I come home from work, somebody done took all my food.
Somebody was hungry, I guess, huh?
Well, that's what I figured. I never said nothing about it. Papa always said, somebody's hungry, you don't begrudge them something to eat, so.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was somebody hungry or somebody sold them on a corner, but anyway, they were gone when we come home.
What do you remember about the city in those days?
Oh, to me, it's a heartache to go to the city today. I love the city. Oh, Lord, when I get sick, when I look at it, all downtown, we used to go eat at all those places and go to all those amusements, and even your mother, I know not your mother, but Connie and Mojo and all them, they used to go to the boxing things and all that kind of stuff, the wrestling, not the boxing, wrestling. And Dorothy used to take them.
Oh, really?
And at the Coliseum, well, my good golly, you can't even ride past there now. It's just unbelievable. It's terrible. I think I don't know. I don't think it's the young people or anybody else. I think it's just money-making gimmicks somewhere along the line there.
Did you go out to eat a lot when you lived in the city? Did you like to go out to the restaurants? Did you go out to eat a lot?
We used to eat down any time. Today I don't even think about it anymore. We used to get all age. And when we worked in the lunchroom down in the factory, and there was a lunchroom upstairs, rather, like to accommodate the people. And we used to eat there a lot. Well, today you would no more go in that front door downstairs and you would go in the city jail. You know, you just wouldn't dare. I don't know what's wrong with it. There's something wrong somewhere, but I don't have the answer. But it's heartbreaking. I was looking the other night, they had the fish market. Well, I can remember the fish market. Talk about me driving the truck. I used to drive the truck down.
With the bootleg whiskey?
No. Floating tomatoes. Oh, no, you didn't do that except at Christmas time.
Oh.
That was to deliver accommodations.
Oh, okay.
Nobody else had whiskey. But this is tomato time. That was when I drove the Bulldog Mac and Charlie drove the Ford. Well, then we get downtown, I got to pee. So he has to go get the fish market open so I can go to the bathroom because they didn't have bathrooms anywhere else down at the fish market.